We started. Anyone else who comes in, welcome. So thank you everyone for joining today's webinar for Knoxville's Big Give 2023. My name is Rory Freeman. I am the project manager working with the United Way of Greater Knoxville to host this year's Big Give. I am also joined by your United Way representative, Lily Hubbs, as well as one of my colleagues, Kian Maloney. She is here to help monitor the chat, answer any questions that y'all might have as they come up. So locate that Q&A box in the bottom and she will be able to address your questions as they arise. Okay, so just a few housekeeping notes before we jump into today's presentation. This webinar is being recorded, so you'll be able to revisit this presentation at your convenience or share it with someone who wasn't able to attend today. You're all on mute in order to keep the noise levels to a minimum. However, we do encourage questions, so take a moment to locate that Q&A box. We'll also save some time at the end to do a full Q&A, but like I said, Kian can address some of those as we go. As a friendly reminder, just make sure to submit those questions specifically through the Q&A instead of the chat so we don't miss any. But with that being said, we would love if you would take a minute to write into the chat now to introduce yourself and tell us what organization you're from and if you have participated in the Big Give before. As y'all do that, I will keep moving forward here. So let's jump in with, here's a quick summary of what we're covering in today's presentation. We'll be going over all of the tasks you want to complete to be set up for success during the Big Give, how you'll access your post-giving day donation reports, how we're here to support you, and then we will end with that Q&A. There is a ton of great information in this presentation, so just a friendly reminder that both these slides and this recording will be available on the Big Give site shortly, later today. So I will start with the basics. The Big Give is a 24-hour giving day taking place online at biggiveknox.org. It will take place on Giving Tuesday, November 28th from midnight to midnight the following day. To maximize the opportunity for donors to give, donations are going to open early on the site on November 21st at 12 a.m. and remain open through December 4th until 11:59 p.m. There will be prizes available to organizations who reach certain goals throughout the giving day, and there will be more information to come on that soon. Also, if you post an image on Instagram using the hashtag BigGiveKnox, it will appear on the Big Give Knox website in real time during the week prior to Giving Day through Giving Day. So that's one of the fun engagement tools. So yeah, make sure you use that hashtag as you're promoting your organization participating. I do want to note that if this is your first time participating in the Big Give Knoxville, please feel free to reach out to United Way of Greater Knoxville at marketing@unitedwayknox.org for assistance with the registration process. Lily is your United Way representative, and I've attached her email here too. I've been working closely with her, and she'll be happy to help you if any questions come up as you go through this registration process. Additionally, we have a lot of good resources to help you learn how to register located in the nonprofit toolkit on biggiveknox.org. So I encourage you to look at that resource. So here is your ultimate success checklist. We will be going over each of these topics in the following slides. So first, and most importantly, are you able to accept donations? In order to accept donations during the Big Give, organizations must have the following information added to their profile: your business information, including your EIN and mailing address, your banking details for a valid checking account, including routing and account numbers, your account representative's info, including their name, birth date, address, and last 4 digits of their Social Security, and confirmation that the organization is in compliance with applicable state fundraising laws. So you'll see all of those as the information sections that are necessary to complete in the donations tab of your partner dashboard. If your organization participated in the Big Give last year and you're using the same bank account and related information to collect donations, when you copy over your profile from last year, your donation information will also copy over, which makes the lift on that much easier. To verify that you're able to accept donations, go into your organization dashboard and make sure there is a green check mark next to the Get Verified to Collect Donations tab. If a check mark does not appear on this tab, you still need to take the necessary steps to get verified, and you're not yet able to accept donations. It can take up to 2 weeks to get verified to accept donations. So if you haven't already, please take these steps as soon as possible. So now, is your profile complete? Within your organization dashboard, you will see the following tabs that you see here in this screenshot. Once completed, a green check mark will appear next to them. So, is your profile complete? Have you added your organization's logo and a cover photo? Have you shared an authentic story? In this tab, Add Your Story, you can set goals for how much you'd like to raise and include clear calls to action. You can also feature other visual content like additional images or videos. Next, view highlighted donation levels. In this tab, you can set various donation levels and describe what each level of donation would allow your organization to accomplish. And finally, have you invited your fundraisers? In this tab, you can invite individuals to fundraise on your organization's behalf. Organizations who utilize this feature raise 2.9 times more on average than organizations that do not. So I highly recommend looking at the fundraiser guide available in the drop-down menu on the Big Give Knox website for more information. And we'll discuss this a little later as well, but I think leveraging our peer-to-peer fundraising tool is one of the best things that you can do during the Big Give this year. Here is an example of the United Way of Greater Knoxville's completed profile. You can see they've added an extra video, they've got a story section, they have their donation levels, as well as their cover photo and logo there. Now let's go over some of the additional features that are available to you to maximize your success during Giving Day. So, though giving online is easy and fun, we know that some of your donors may prefer to support your organization in a more traditional way by writing you a check or giving a cash donation. Through the GiveGab platform, you have the ability to upload those offline gifts so they're included in your Giving Day totals. You can do this for the entirety of the donation period from November 21st at 12 a.m. to December 4th at 11:59 p.m. So to do so, go to your organization dashboard and scroll down to Donation Tools. There you will see a button called Add Offline Donation. Clicking that button will allow you to enter information about the offline gift you received, including the donor's name and donation amount. Most of the fields that you'll see are optional, like if they had a message to share along with their gift, or if they want to attribute their gift to one of your fundraisers. You also have the option to enter the donor's email address and send them a tax-deductible receipt. These gifts will be included in your profile stats and the totals for the Giving Day. Another feature that you have is the ability to add a sponsored match or challenge to encourage donors to participate because they know their gift will go even further. GiveGab has a simple to use matching feature. So the first thing you need to do is ask a sponsor to put up matching funds for your organization. They will be supporting your cause as well as getting the opportunity for promotion by participating in the Big Give. When a donor makes a gift, it will be automatically matched with an offline donation, and those gifts will be included in your Giving Day totals. To learn how to use this feature, go to biggiveknox.org and select the Trainings tab in the drop-down menu. There you will see a section under Giving Day training videos called Matches and Challenges. I encourage you to watch the video as well as look at the other resources available there. And then our live support team is also here to help you set up those matches and challenges from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday via the blue chat bubble. Again, that blue chat bubble is on biggiveknox.org. And as soon as you have a match ready to be reviewed, you can write in there and one of our team members will look at it for you, make sure it looks good. Like I mentioned earlier, organizations who utilize the match feature raise more on average than those who don't, and it's definitely worth considering as part of your Giving Day strategy. So here's a little matching to-do list. First, identify sponsors to ask, secure their commitment, and then watch those training videos and add those matches and or challenges on your Big Give Knox profile. Once you've done that, verify that your match is set up properly with GiveGab support, and then curate communications to highlight your match. Let people know that their gifts can go further by because of the sponsor's generosity. Okay, do you have fundraisers? So another way to encourage more donors to support your organization during Giving Day is by asking fundraisers to raise money on your behalf. Organizations with fundraisers reach more people and tend to raise more money on average. A simple way to do this is to ask people in your organization's network to share your profile page with their friends and family. Or you can go one step further by encouraging people to sign up as peer-to-peer fundraisers. So individuals who could fundraise on your behalf include your board members, volunteers, donors who have supported you in the past, staff members, and even your friends and family. Though they may not have a strong connection to your organization, they likely have a strong connection to you and will want to support what you're doing. So we have a ton of great resources on how to set up a fundraising page, as well as a lot of templated communications so your fundraisers can get the word out really easily. To learn more about our peer-to-peer fundraising feature, go to the trainings page on biggiveknox.org and watch that training video, as well as look at those other available resources to you. If you gather supporters to fundraise on your organization's behalf, it's a great idea to have a quick info session with them wherein you can share the curated resources we have created. This just makes their job as easy as possible. We also, like I mentioned earlier, have our fundraiser guide available in the drop-down menu. There, your fundraisers will see a lot of resources to help them make the lift of this really quite simple. Okay, fine. Do you have a communications plan? So plan your online communications ahead of the day. Think about how many posts you'll share and when you'll share them and what your content will look like. So will you send an announcement or a save the date ahead of Giving Day? Will you have a campaign countdown and send communications to your supporters during the lead up to the campaign? I want to emphasize that there is no need to start from scratch when it comes to communications. We have so many templates available in the nonprofit toolkit on our website, biggiveknox.org. You may have heard me mention that a couple times now. There you can just copy and paste a lot of this messaging to make marketing simple. So how will you communicate? We encourage you to utilize multiple online channels when communicating with your supporters about the Big Give. Use social media like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then also reach out directly to your network via email, mail, and phone communications. Again, you really don't have to put a ton of time into curating these posts. Take some of the templated material we have, make one post, and then post it everywhere. Okay, now let's prepare for what to expect after Giving Day. So how will you get your donations? Donations will be deposited on a rolling basis, 5 to 7 business days, after each gift is made. So deposits will appear on your account from Stripe, and we have a new financials report to reconcile deposits that we'll go over here in the next slide. So this is what your homepage looks like on your admin dashboard for your organization. You'll see some recent donations right away on the homepage, but this is not your full report. So what you'll want to do is click on the left-hand side, Reports, and you'll be taken to your organization's donation records and information. From there, you'll see 2 items appear in the dropdown. You have both donations and financials. The donations tab is what you'll want to click to find your full donor report, which we'll look at in the next slide. And then we do want to note that the financials tab is another helpful resource for your team handling all of the reconciling of gifts. So opening that tab shows a history of deposits to your bank account from GiveGab and which donations each were comprised of. So you can think of the financials view as more of a accounting view, what your organization has received. Whereas the donation report is the direct donor data from Giving Day. So this is the donations tab. While on the donations tab, there are various filter options available to customize your search. So for example, when searching for donor data, you can search by date of donation, donor name or email, as well as which Giving Day the donor gave to if you've participated in multiple Giving Days or previous big gives. These filters will narrow down what you see in your table in real time, as well as what appears in your exported file if you opt to download that report. So exporting your donor data. Once you have optionally filtered your donations, or if you want your full report, you can export it as a CSV to your email inbox. This is super simple. You just scroll to the bottom of the page and click Export CSV. This will send a file to your email right away. That email will come from notifications@givegab.com, and it will contain a link to the file. So stewarding your donors is vital to ongoing fundraising success. So start thinking about how you'll thank your donors. We suggest starting during and right after the giving day and treating your donors like your heroes. Talk about how their gift had a tangible impact, what you were able to achieve as a result of their gift. And then also review your donor data and compare it to previous years. Think about how strategies this year affected your results compared to previous years. Finally, again, I encourage you to head to biggiveknox.org, go to the trainings tab, and watch the available training on donor stewardship for more information on this topic. Some more notes here. We encourage you to pre-schedule general messaging to all supporters, as well as follow up with individual donors, and really just highlight the impact of donor-funded projects with updates. We have a ton of great resources to help you thank your donors available in the nonprofit toolkit. As you can see there, we've got email templates, social media posts, and then general stewardship tips. So please make sure to look at the nonprofit toolkit. Okay, so here are some key takeaways. First, make sure your profile is complete, you're set up to receive donations, and then that your profile really reflects your story and your organization's voice. Use authentic visual content. The more work that you put into the profile, the more that I think donors can see that and relate to what you do. Work with your top supporters to be fundraisers. Start thinking about who's in your network. Maybe if you've never done fundraisers before, all you need to do at this point is ask a few friends to share your profile with 10 of their friends. But maybe you're ready to take the next step further and actually get those fundraisers set up with their own page to share out. So start thinking about that fundraising strategy, and then start thinking about if you want to do matches this year and secure those sponsored match sponsors. And then finally, develop a stewardship plan for your donors, just to ensure that you have that ongoing support from your community. Final checklist. So complete your profile by November 21st when early donations open. By this point, your profile should be done. You are verified to collect donations. That's what you should prioritize if you're not at this point. Keep an eye out for important emails coming from GiveGab or from United Way of Greater Knoxville. Follow the United Way of Greater Knoxville on social media and use the Big Give Knox hashtag. And then watch our on-demand training course videos. There's been a ton of time put into those resources available, so take advantage of them. And then if you haven't heard it already, I guess the biggest takeaway is check out the nonprofit toolkit. You'll find a lot of stuff in there that should be really helpful for you from start to end of giving day. And then how will we support you? So we really have an amazing dedicated support center that is here to help you achieve all of your giving day goals. Our support team is available from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every weekday via the blue chat bubble, which you'll see in the bottom right corner of the Big Give Knox site. You can also access our support center, which is filled with hundreds of articles to answer your questions 24/7. You'll see that linked out as well in the nonprofit toolkit. Okay, and with that, we can start having a Q&A. I saw that some chat came in here, so perhaps questions were asked, but if anyone wants to pop a question in, I don't see any here in the Q&A, but we can also start unmuting people if anyone just chats in too. Otherwise, that is all that I had in terms of content. Like I said, these slides as well as the recording will be available later today. So if you are feeling good, you don't have any questions, feel free to log off. And I thank you for joining us and for your time today. Really looking forward to the Big Give.